Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
When you sign up for a COVID-19 vaccine down at Ford Field, we've got the 4 things to look out for once it's your turn for an appointment.
And what a fantastic start to the weekend. And if you like today, just wait until you see what's in store for Saturday and Sunday.
But we begin with major changes being made to COVID-19 restrictions, and they go all the way from Comerica Park to the classroom. Today, the CDC reduced the minimum recommended space between students from 6 feet to 3 feet. Why they changed their minds, coming up in a couple of minutes.
But we want to start here at home with some big changes on multiple fronts. It begins with an increase in testing for youth sports. Kids ages 13 to 19 are now required to get weekly testing. And there's news on stadium capacity ahead of opening day. That's been raised to 20% now. Rod Maloney kicks off our coverage here at 5 o'clock.
Considering there was no opening day this time last year, there was already a lot of anticipation for opening day for the Tigers this year. Well, now the governor kind of upped that ante. So instead of 1,000 fans, now it's going to be 8,200.
Outdoor stadiums can now go up to 20% capacity with certain COVID mitigations in place.
It comes just days after Republican legislators asked the governor to relent, and the hallowed holiday many Detroiters wait every year for comes this year with more than paper placards in the seats.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Still, Tigers Vice President of Park Operations Chris Lawrence says the mitigations the governor talked about will considerably change the ballpark experience, starting with buying your tickets. They go on sale March 25th at 10 a.m. online for all 81 games, but bring your mask.
No bandanas, no gaiters, needs to be a cloth or medical mask, no bags, except for medical or diaper bags will be allowed in. There needs to be a health screening that fans can fill out on the MLB app as they get their tickets prior to entry that they'll need to show as well.
No sitting side by side. They'll set aside pods of 2, 4, or 6 fans in an area, but 6 feet apart at least. And there's a nod to the future. Expect a cashless ball game.
So anytime you come in the park now, you'll need, it'll be all a credit debit card. There are reverse ATMs that'll be available. So if you do come with cash, you can get a card, but all the transactions are going to be cashless.
And when it comes to food,
eating and drinking, it needs to be either in your seat or as a designated dining area. So there are some restrictions around there.
and there are some nuances with that as well. For instance, if you're going to be eating, you have to eat at your seat or in that place where you go with your mask on, unless you are actively eating. So it can, like in between sips, they're essentially saying. One of the other things that they're talking about also is that health check that you need to get needs to happen 24 hours before the game. Back to you.
And obviously that's the pro level. Rod, any reaction to what's happening with the high school sports?
Well, there is considerable reaction, Jason, because there is not a lot of guidance behind what the governor's doing with the high school athletics. So we're going to be talking to the High School Athletic Association and also a local superintendent about the impact. We'll have that coming up on Local 4 News at 6.
All right, we'll see you then. Thanks, Rod. Now to another change that will knock down a lot of hurdles for schools across the country.
The CDC now says the science supports reducing the minimum recommended space between students as long as everyone is wearing a well-fitted mask. It's a shift that will make it easier to reopen many schools or switch from hybrid to full days in the classroom.
Today, CDC is pleased to update our recommendations for physical distancing between students in classrooms in our K-12 operational strategy.
Under the new guidelines, students in elementary school can now sit 3 feet apart instead of the previously recommended 6 feet, as long as everyone is wearing a mask. Middle and high school students can also move to 3 feet apart with masks, as long as cases in the community are low, moderate, or substantial, but not high.
Because COVID-19 is spread more likely among older students, CDC recommends that middle and high school students should be at least 6 feet apart in communities where COVID-19 risk is high, unless cohorting is possible.
The changes come after the results of 4 school studies from Massachusetts, Utah, Missouri and Florida found the risk of transmission would be similar at 3 feet provided everyone wore masks. 6 feet of distance is still recommended in several situations, including between all adults and students, whenever masks will be removed, such as while eating lunch, in common areas like auditoriums, and during activities like singing, band, exercising, or playing sports.
These activities should be moved outdoors or to large, well-ventilated spaces when possible. And 6 feet should also be used in community settings outside the classroom.
And the CDC stressed this update in schools does not change their 6-foot distance recommendations for adults, workplaces, or public spaces. So what impact will this have on local schools? Tonight at 6, our Paula Topman looks at how the new guidelines will help, but why parents still hold the key to a successful return to face-to-face learning.
Here's a look now at today's coronavirus numbers, and they are creeping back up yet again. 3,730 new cases in the past 24 hours. The state also reports 15 new deaths in that same time period.
And when it comes to the vaccine, 3.8 million doses have been distributed across the state, with 3.4 million of those shots going into arms. And we know thousands of doses are headed to Ford Field ahead of its opening as a regional vaccination site next week.
And our Sean Lay spoke to one of the lucky few to score one of the first appointments to find out what the setup process is like. Sean?
Tonight, one of the very first people to get an appointment for a COVID vaccine at Ford Field can now show us the 4 things that we should look for on our phones when it's our turn for an appointment.
It was life-changing, really, to know. It's on the horizon. Hope is on the horizon.
Her name is Lisa, and she is elated tonight. Once Ford Field vaccine sign-up went live late Monday, she waited until 11:30 that night, hit her Meijer M-Perks app on her phone that walked her through the easy registration process. Now, she can show all of us what to look for. Yesterday, this text from Meijer popped into her cell phone.
I got a text, and it said, appointments, you are now eligible to schedule. Immediately, I got a second one, clicked that, and it had open appointments.
Lisa was picked to be part of what's called a soft opening next week before the main Ford Field clinic opens next Wednesday. Next, this confirmation text came in. Lisa confirmed her appointment, and 1 minute later, an email from Meijer with details on what to do once you arrive at your appointment time.
It offers that there's free parking at the Gem Theater across the street, clearly states to go to, like gate 1A. It tells you also not to arrive early. It's as if they don't want too many people in there.
So look for 4 things. A text from Meijer telling you you've gotten an appointment, pick the time, confirm your appointment, get an email telling you where to park and where to enter. Lisa says this is a huge step.
Hugging. I need to hug. We all need to hug.
Also included in that email, if you need transportation, you can sign up for that too. Sean Lay, Local 4.
And it's also a good time to repeat that anyone in the state can register right now. Keep in mind the state is getting the first wave of doses to people 50 and older and 16 to 49-year-olds who have certain health conditions. And on April 5th, the state opens vaccine access to all Michigan residents. Well, we made it to the weekend, and it's beginning with some wonderful weather.
Yeah, it really is. Barely a cloud in the sky and not too chilly either. Let's get over to Andrew with a look at what's in store for Saturday and Sunday.
More of those blue skies, it looks like, Kimberly and Jason. We're looking at temperatures right now. Sure, they're in the chilly 40s. A lot less windy than yesterday, thank goodness. But 47 for our neighbors in Howell, while it's 48 over in Ann Arbor. Temperature around 45 to 46 degrees over at Metro Airport. Looking gorgeous as we look at downtown Detroit. This is the way to end winter, right? With a beautiful clear day like today and some not so cold temperatures. Right now it's around 46 degrees, but it does get colder later this evening and later tonight, but it remains dry and the winds remain calm. We'll see temperatures in the 40s through 8 p.m. Then as we get later into the nighttime hours, yes, temperatures fall back closer to around freezing and then into the 20s overnight. So make sure those furnaces are still working. Make sure the pets are back indoors. But this weekend we've got sunshine coming back. Spring begins. Does that mean higher temperatures? I've got the answers coming up in your weekend forecast and your 7-day forecast in minutes.
Hey, Andrew. Well, we've known he was going to be a Lion for a few months now, but today it became official with his first news conference as a member of the Honolulu Blue and Silver.
Yeah, new quarterback Jared Goff met the media today, and Bernie joins us now with what he had to say. Hey, Bernie.
Hey, Jason, well, you know, he has been silent, which is very interesting, since late January, but we all knew the trade and we all knew the deal and all the particulars. Jared Goff is a Lion. It's the trade that sent Matthew Stafford to the LA Rams in exchange for Goff and draft picks. We've got highlights of Goff, who seemed very composed, also very optimistic about the Lions. Goff said he knows about Detroit and the working man's mentality connected to these Lions.
I think I've got some toughness to me as well, some grit and some perseverance, and some of that stuff that the city's made of. And I think, you know, a lot of the stuff I've heard so far, and I'm still learning, but a lot of people in the city work blue collar jobs. They go to work Monday through Friday, Monday through Saturday, and Sunday is their day to watch the Lions play. And I plan to make that a good day for them.
How about that? Now that's a terrific start. He said all the right things, that is for sure. More with Jared Goff coming up later. And at 6 o'clock, Matthew Stafford held his press conference, his first for the Rams in Los Angeles, and you'll hear from him coming up at 6. Jason, Kimberly, back to you.
We'll see you then, Bernie. Thank you. We have much more ahead here at 5. Here's Nick.
A horrific case of animal cruelty, all caught on camera. The length the detective had to go to try to track whoever this man was down.
And what's that? Some newfangled automobile started by a bored billionaire? No, but it is a new way to get around downtown Detroit, and it's free, too. Here's Mara.
I'm Mara McDonald, a West Michigan restaurant owner who has been defying COVID orders for months. Well, she's in jail tonight after a wild day in court.